The gaming world is full of blockbusters, with intense, high-octane campaigns, ever-evolving complexities of mechanics, and sometimes sky-high budgets as they push towards being the next big thing. Whether that's striving towards having the highest FPS possible, the best, most realistic, lifelike graphics, having a high-octane campaign, or being the next huge live service addiction. But some games manage that with only a fraction of the budget, and a team so small it can barely be called a team. This is All Out Gamer, I'm Echo, and here are 5 hugely popular games made by just one person. Starting out at number 5, we have the RPG from the underground, Undertale. This game started out as a Kickstarter campaign in 2013 with a $5,000 asking budget, but by the end of the campaign had made 10 times that amount. Whilst the developer, Toby Fox, did have some help with character designs, he programmed the entire game himself, created the music, and wrote the script. Toby Fox's labour of love took him almost 3 years to develop, and went on to sell over 3.5 million copies. It released to overwhelming critical acclaim, and even won the award for Best Independent Game at the Game Awards 2015. Taking inspiration from classic JRPGs like Earthbound, it also utilised a bullet hell-like minigame for its combat. However, what really makes Undertale stand out from the crowd is the fact that you don't have to fight anybody. You can go through the entire game as a pacifist. This unique twist on the classic JRPG formula, as well as the unique battle style, has clearly cemented this as one of the greatest indie games ever created. And Undertale frequently appears on not only best games of 2015, but the best games of all time. At number 4, we have a simple shift in an animatronic pizza restaurant, Five Nights at Freddys. Series creator Scott Cawthon allegedly came up with the idea for Five Nights at Freddys after another one of his video games, which was family friendly, garnered negative reviews from the press. Upon release of the original game, it quickly gathered a cult following after a number of popular YouTubers uploaded their gameplay to YouTube. The game now has a host of sequels and has in total sold over 12 million units throughout the franchise, and even has its own feature film released in 2023. The original Five Nights at Freddy's has a relatively simple premise. You, playing a security guard at a pizza restaurant on his first day at the job, are in charge of making sure the animatronics don't escape. Taking place over 7 nights, not 5, the player must decide how best to use their limited battery life, juggling their time between checking cameras to see where the animatronics are, using the lights to see out into the hall, and locking the doors so they can't come in. The game's foundation is that of tension and jump scares. The game's core mechanic of you being a security guard stuck in the office while the animatronics roam around with only a limited battery life and just these 3 things to see where they are is a truly terrifying experience, and highlights that you don't need a huge budget and a large team to achieve true horror. It's all about the design and how the mechanics are implemented. At number 3, we have everyone's favourite life on the farm, Stardew Valley. Developer Eric Barone, known as Concerned Ape, created this as a fan-made alternative to the Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon series. After graduating from university with a computer science degree, Concerned Ape found it hard to find a job in the field, and deciding that the Story of Seasons franchise was becoming progressively worse, decided to develop his own game. Using inspiration from Minecraft, Terraria and Rune Factory, he set out to create his own gaming identity, and spent 4.5 years developing the game that we know today. Stardew Valley went on to sell over 30 million copies, and won multiple awards including Best Game at the BAFTA Awards. The game can be either beautifully simple or wonderfully complex, depending on how you want to play and how much time you want to put in. The game follows the story of you, who has recently inherited a farm, and where it goes from there is entirely up to you. Whether you decide to spend your time planting and harvesting crops, going into the mine and fighting dangerous monsters, or even building up your relationship with the local villagers. This game has a little something for everybody. The ability to craft new tools and equipment, and also find them in the mines, keeps the gameplay loop fresh. And improving your skills and equipment to upgrade your farm becomes wonderfully addictive. Plus, the constant updates and improvements from Concerned Ape keep players coming back for more time and time again. If you want a relaxing pick up and play game, Stardew Valley is the one. At number 2, we have a game almost as old as gaming itself, Tetris. This iconic game was created in 1985 by Russian scientist Alexei Pajitnov. Whilst working for the Soviet Academy of Sciences, Pajitnov was tasked with testing the capabilities of new hardware. However, his ambition was to use computers to make people happy. He envisioned a video game where falling pieces would be slotted together to create rows, and called it Tetris, a combination of the words tetra, meaning four, and his favourite sport, tennis. The game, in its various formats, has gone on to sell over 202 million units across various devices. Tetris has gone on to spawn countless iterations and spin-offs, including a battle royale, multiplayer modes, and different partnerships with various franchises throughout the years. And like Five Nights at Freddy's, it went on to have its own feature-length film in 2023. The game's popularity has endured through the decades, with a story as recent as December 2023 of the first person ever to beat the original game, and held the record of the highest selling game ever for most of its lifetime. At number 1, we have the game that beat Tetris to become the best-selling game of all time, Minecraft. Developer Marcus Persson, known as Notch, created Minecraft over just one weekend. Originally working for King, the creators of Candy Crush, Persson learned to program in multiple languages. Inspired by games like Dwarf Fortress and Dungeon Keeper, he wanted to create a game that focused on creativity and exploration. Originally being released to the public in 2009 with the name Cave Game, Minecraft went through alpha and betas before finally being released in November 2011. Since this full release, Minecraft has gone on to be nominated for and won multiple awards, including Best Game at the Kids BAFTA Awards and Best Family Game at the BAFTAs, and has sold over 300 million units worldwide. Multiple spin-offs have been created, including Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft Story Mode. And the cultural impact of this game cannot be denied. It's been used in everything from education to books and even movies. Minecraft has even been used to teach people the basics of coding. This fact must make Notch incredibly proud. Since its inception and first release, the game has evolved so much that players have even created Tetris and working computers using the redstone in-game. And that's it, my friends. That's our list. Are there any games you can think of that were made by one person? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, I'll see you in the next video, and good luck in whatever game you're playing.
Are legends of hope, of creativity, and of bravery.